Hi, I'm Mayor James Mueller. Thank you for your interest in learning more about the city budget process. The city budget is one of the most important things we do each year. It provides critical resources and funding for the services that you depend upon, like public safety, street paving, and clean drinking water. It also enables us to look ahead to the next year and determine what areas need to improve most and what's most important to our community. That's why it's critical for you to get involved and understand the process of how to do so. Next, our city controller will provide an overview of the process and how you can make your voice heard. We look forward to hearing from you.
The budget exists to ensure the city's resources are spent on strategic priorities identified by the residents of South Bend. Its goal is to make sure these priorities, from public safety to street paving to economic development, are clearly reflected in the city's plan for spending tax dollars. The city begins its budget process in late spring. We go through several drafts, collect feedback from the public and city council, and then pass a final budget in October each year. Now let's talk about revenue. Revenue is all the money that comes into the city annually. It includes money received from services and fees, taxes, and contributions from external partners or other governments. The most important source of revenue for the city is tax revenue, especially property taxes, income taxes, and taxes on gas and vehicles. Together, taxes make up roughly half of all city revenues and fund vital operations such as the police and fire departments. In addition, the city collects fees for certain services like utility bills and solid waste collection. Each bill you pay goes back into the city's budget to support ongoing operations for these essential services. These fees account for about 1/3 of all city revenue. Keep in mind, revenue from services and taxes can fluctuate with economic growth or downturns. The city works hard to forecast revenue accurately and plan accordingly. Now let's cover expenditures. How the city spends its money. Every expense from paying a firefighter's salary to renting buildings to funding local parks is an expenditure. These expenses fall into two categories: baseline expenditures and strategic expenditures. Baseline expenditures refer to the money necessary to maintain essential city operations, those designed to keep residents safe and healthy. These include funding for police, fire, street repair, water, and other critical services. Each year, about 85% of the city's budget is dedicated to baseline expenditures. The remaining 15% of funds go towards strategic spending depending on budget priorities. Strategic spending may vary each year, but generally supports economic development, cultural initiatives, and inclusivity. For example, in 2020, the city allocated more funding to the Group Violence Intervention Program and other violence prevention and community building efforts. Some operations involve both baseline and strategic spending. Street repair is one example. The city is legally required to spend a portion of gas tax revenue on streets. However, we can also choose to invest additional income tax dollars into street repair if residents prioritize it. In this way, street repair becomes both a baseline and a strategic expenditure because we choose to enhance the quality of that service beyond what's required. To make the budget as effective as possible, we need your input. All residents are encouraged to complete a short survey to share their budget priorities and ideas. Your feedback is extremely valuable during our budget planning process. You can visit our city budget website to browse the financial dashboard, review historical budget documents, check out budget frequently asked questions. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you'll take part in the City of South Bend's annual budget planning process.